So guys, this headline says Tinubu government spent 473 million naira on First Lady's trip to UK, Mozambique, and Ethiopia. Nigerians, we say we are broke. Oh. They say this country is broke. They can't even afford minimum wage for the workers. But see how much the First Lady, whose office is not even constitutional, see how much she's spending just to travel. This is almost 500 million naira for the president's wife. This is the official figures they gave us. Don't be surprised, it is more than this.
You now have hunger unleashed against a wide swath of the population. What you will find eventually are gridlocks and chaos. My own preoccupation is to ensure that the Nigerian understand exactly who to blame for what is going on, so that he doesn't turn against his fellow victim. It is possible that you might have military adventurists coming in to cash in on the popular disaffection. But even those would inevitably be proxies and members of this ruining class. The reality is that we are gradually entering an unsustainable cycle where there is bound to be a gridlock. I am careful about what I speak to these days. That's why I've been largely quiet for some time, because I do not want to stand accused of being the one who incited a riot. I'm not interested in riots. Protests do not interest me. I am interested in a revolution that sweeps away this decadent order and hold it and every one of them to account. Let them account for the humongous stealings. Let them account for the evils they have done against the people. That interests me. Pockets of protest here and there, yeah. But they are merely, you know, when it's going to rain, you see flashes of lightning. You hear rumbles of thunder. There might even be a few scattered showers here and there. But there is a deluge coming. What will catalyze it? I have no idea.
And this other headline says, Akpabio, no amount of blackmail will stop Senate from approving new aircraft for Tinubu if it's required. Don't be surprised they've even already paid for this aircraft. You can see what Akpabio is up to for this country. Can you imagine? These people are just calling for revolution. These people just want Nigerians to take to the streets. These people want a replication of what is happening in Kenya to happen in Nigeria. They don't even know how to talk. You can imagine bluntly telling Nigerians that no amount of blackmail will stop Senate, yes, because they are rubber stamped, from approving new aircraft for Tinubu if required. So guys, before now, they've come to say, oh, Tinubu's life is more important. They know Nigerians are hungry, but Tinubu cannot afford to be traveling with, defected aircraft. Okay, if you know your aircraft is not working, why not fly economy? Why not even fly first class? Following other airlines. Nigerians, this is how a country that is struggling is supposed to behave. But these people, they don't care about the people. They don't care about Nigerians. They are just there for themselves. When Tinubu was saying it's Akpabio that he wants, don't you know why he was opting for Akpabio? He needed somebody who will protect his interests.
The current Nigerian government seems to be the most tone-deaf government we've had in recent times, because of all the things Nigeria in its current state needs to spend money on. If a serious government that has taken a look at the current state of affairs and truly is keen on working on a better life for its citizens, if that government, for example, put together a 100-item list, I'm sure that a serious government wouldn't find space to put 21 billion naira for the vice president's residence on that list. Just imagine. Put together a list of the top 50 things that Nigeria needs currently, urgently. I'm sure that there wouldn't be any space, if we had a serious government, to put 21 billion naira in for the vice president's residence. But the government in Nigeria today continues to show Nigerians very clearly that its priority isn't the Nigerian people. This, ladies and gentlemen, is renewed hope. There's no way in logical terms that this project can be defended by any person. But with renewed hope, they don't even bother to give you a good explanation for why this is. What they've simply said is, and of course I'm going to be quoting the Vice President and the Minister of the FCT, Nyesom Wike. He says, this project was awarded in 2010, 14 years ago, and was abandoned in 2014. It was in January this year, in 2024, that we had to review the project to 21 billion naira from 7 billion naira. And that means an additional 14 billion naira. He goes on to say, for our Vice President's residence to take 14 good years, and then Mr. President within a year made it a reality, this is what is called renewed hope. Now, it goes on to say that President Tinubu explained that the provision of a suitable residence for the Vice President is not merely a matter of convenience, but also a symbol of respect for the office and the individual who occupies it. Again, this is what we see as renewed hope. And the thing here is, the Honorable Minister of the FCT sees this as something that Nigerians should applaud them for completing an unfinished project. He's proud of it. He's excited to tell you that they've finished this project in 1 year. But this is the same government that told Nigerians to tighten their belts. And the same Nigerians have had to make completely insane sacrifices just to survive current realities. The same government does the complete opposite, has no thought in itself to hold back when it's time to spend billions and billions of naira. In what way in any universe is spending 21 billion naira on the Vice President's residence beneficial to the Nigerian people? Why does Nigeria need that residence currently? And calling this a waste of money, of course, calling the whole project a waste of money, goes to show Nigerians exactly what this government has in its renewed hope agenda. More and more waste of the country's resources. Now, not only is the renewed hope wasteful in mind-blowing proportions, it is also very proud and loud when they waste Nigeria's money. It's only in Nigeria that you see the president or vice president and other top government officials leave their official duties to go and cut ribbon at the opening of a house. You wouldn't see this anywhere else in the world. And it shows clearly that these people are not busy. They have their priorities very, very twisted. One would expect that when such an expense is brought to the National Assembly or Mr. President's table, they will look at it and say, no, not right now, because Nigeria needs every available penny to be redirected into healthcare and education, security, and other more important issues. That's what you would expect in a country that knows that it doesn't have money to waste. But Nigeria has money to waste. The Nigerian government has money to waste. The renewed hope agenda has billions of naira to waste. Don't be fooled. And so it is in my view that we need to stop trying to remind the presidency about the sufferings of Nigerians. Stop this whole talk about, oh, Mr. President needs to be made aware that Nigerians are going through a lot. Because don't be deceived. It's not that they are not aware. They just have other things that they are focused on in the interim. Good morning, Nigerians.
And Akpabio has sworn allegiance that on his mandate they will stand. Even if the mandate is biting on Nigerians, they are going to stand on it. And that is exactly what they are doing. Don't expect anything different from these politicians. Don't expect any better government. Don't expect anything to be better than during the time of Buhari. You will rather see things getting worse, because these people is just like a business. They come together to agree on how to do it to favor themselves and not the masses. So guys, let me allow you take this reaction that is coming from this channel. Honestly, these people are here to disrupt the peace of this country and not to help Nigeria. Don't forget that Wike came out to say, yes, they know Nigerians are hungry, but it is no longer a new news. It is no longer a trending news that Nigerians are hungry. People should stop saying it. Can you imagine to that point? So guys, if you are thinking that anything good is going to come from this government, you are just wasting your time. You are wasting your time. The most annoying part is that Tinubu is saying that he's coming back again in 2027. Tinubu has not been able to do one thing for Nigerians. He's telling Nigerians that he's coming back again in 2027. Nigerians, it is time to wake up. Honestly, the Kenyans are already showing us the way that if you don't protest, this government, they will not learn their lesson. Kenyans are showing Nigerians the example Nigerians are supposed to be showing the entire African continent. Kenyans are taking the lead. Honestly, these people are playing with the new generation, the Gen Zs that we have today. They are playing with the people, because by the time they keep pushing the people to the wall, definitely the people will react. And we are getting to that point. We are getting to that point when there will be a massive shutdown of the entire nation, because Nigerians are hungry, for heaven's sake. What else are we asking for? If not make life to be easy for people, make life better for people. People are withdrawing their children from schools. This government don't care. Nigerians can't go to bed with food in their mouth. This government don't care. Insecurity everywhere. This government don't care. So guys, a whole lot is happening in this government, and for them, they feel it is not even their business. Their business is to work towards 2027 election, which the positioning Wike in FCT is strategic for them. But guess what? Nigerians will shock them. Mahmoud, it will get to that point, they will not be able to use Mahmoud, because Nigerians have woken up. We have woken up to take over this country. We have woken up to rescue Nigeria. It will get to that point that even the judiciary, they will not be able to defend this government again, because the wrath of God will be falling on them and they will be seeing it live. Honestly, it has gotten to that point that the cry of the poor has entered into the ears of God, like in the days of Pharaoh, that people will be watching their firstborn dying, their wealth vanishing. They will be experiencing the anger of God live in their lives. It has gotten to that point, because we can't continue this way. So guys, let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell. Thank you.